Morning, Soul Tribe. I was sitting here thinking about, people who stay in various cycles and patterns and who, say they're tired of, living the life that they live. And I thought about why they like to stay in those patterns. We all know that it's because of comfort. But really, honestly, one of the other things that they don't like is they don't like truth. You see, when you have to face the truth or listen to people who tell you the truth, a lot of people in society today, they hate that. You see, they love the lies, they love the illusion of life. They don't want to take accountability, and they don't want um, to do the work. They're so used to sitting in that same cycle that they're just used to it. It just be like this is life. But it really takes courage for someone to say, I don't want to live this life no more, and really listen to their truth. I know sometimes people don't like it when people tell them the truth. Me, I'm going to tell you the truth whether you like it or not. I'm not going to delve in the lies. Let's just be real. Being real and being honest, a lot of people hate it. They don't like it. That's why they chase all this fantasy shit out here, because it's better for them in their mind to live a life of being in darkness or just being in straight ignorance at times. But for those who truly want freedom, those individuals will face themselves no matter how painful it is. It's a very painful cycle. I know, because I went through it for shit. Ooh, child. After my divorce, after I left my husband, my awakening started in the no like November, December of 2017. That's when my awakening happened. And then it took me years to get to where I am now. I've always been very wise, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, but to really sit in myself to see my own patterns was very painful. But it was my moments of I had to be honest. And that made me more wise, that made me better, that made me to be able to see the things in life that I don't want. And that's where you're supposed to be going. Seeing yourself, wanting better for yourself, knowing that if I change my mindset and I really get honest with who I am and live in that authenticity, my life will overflow with nothing but blessings and goodness. It won't be perfect, but it'll be close to it. That's what you want. That if that's what you want, I suggest you get in there and do the work. Ain't gonna be easy. Oh, it's gonna hurt like hell. I remember when I went through mine. I went through a purging stage of where I was crying every damn night. It must have been for almost 6 months to a year. I was like, well, goddamn. I was like, God, I'm tired of fucking crying every night. But it was something I had to go through. But it's funny, through all those cycles of removing behaviors and patterns of thinking and my actions, it birthed a whole better woman, honey, because you can't play with me now. Ain't gonna be none of that. Not over on this side of the fence. Honey, I got these superpowers ready at all times. Mm-mm. No, I ain't doing that with nobody. Mm-mm. That's an absolute no. And, I delve always in my shadow side a lot, because that side are the things that I know I got to strengthen. I make sure I strengthen that sword. Ooh, baby, when I be telling you I be in here like this with the sword sharp in this motherfucker. Because I'm clear on my boundaries. I'm going to speak up when I need to and be honest and don't care. But I do it with tact and love. I'm not one of those that just outright will be just nasty to you. Or I'm going to get nasty with you if you get nasty with me. And it depends on if I want to get down off this good old throne of mine to spar with you. Because when I spar with you, I'm going straight massacre. And that's just honest. It's just straight massacre. You just got to know who you are. That's all. But yeah, y'all, like I said, get into your shadow side more. Work on the things that you just don't like. Your shadow side, your dark sides of yourself. Work on them. They for a reason. Your superpowers will use them accordingly when you need to. And you do it in a very strategic way to get your point across. Yeah. Do that work. Listen to your truth and just be honest with yourself. You know who you are. You know who you desire to be and want to be and grow and evolve. Baby, you got to get in here and do that work. And it ain't going to be easy, but keep going through it, because each cycle that you go through with that, you finally, it will all click in and sink in, and you'll be like, damn, I'm glad I did the work for that shit. Because now I'm better. And I'm telling you, you're going to come out on that other side as someone people can't fuck with like that. People know not to play with me. You just get into a certain energy about yourself, and it's not that you're not in your good feminine energy, because you will always be in that. It's just now you do it with such grace, but it's so protected that people see you for who you are, and they know they can't play with you. I'm telling you, you gotta be in that energy. You can be just as loving and kind and good, but baby, you have up them standards and them boundaries and them morals, and don't play about them. Whatever your laws are, you stand on that. You stand on it 10 toes down, and don't ever let anybody try to sway you off of what your belief system is. You are your own belief system. You make your own laws that people have to abide by. You do. And that's nothing but a moral codes and values. Don't let people try to compromise you on what you know your worth is and what you believe in yourself as. And that's why you gotta look at the truth of yourself. That truth, I'm telling you, the truth will set you free. It really will. Literally. Because not just do your mindset change, everything about you change. Your body shifts, your body chemistry shifts. I'm telling you, you're rebirthing a younger and better you, even in more perfection that you're supposed to be. Do the work, please. Do the work. And if you need some help, come see me. Tabby always down to help people. I do. But don't be coming up in these DMs with this bullshit, especially some of you men. Don't do it here. I do got somebody I can sing you to, though. I got a few good guys I can sing you to. And they don't play. They don't play that shit. And they really are leaders. Good soul men whose vibrations are strong, and they call bullshit from the gate. But yeah. Well, y'all have a good Sunday. Don't forget it's Self-Care Sunday. Take good care of yourself, okay? I love you so, tribe. Laters. Bye.